Well, my Agri-Fab 48-inch aerator finally gave out. I didn't reverse because I knew not to, but yeah, they just split, dumped everything on forward, and kind of hit the back of my tractor, so I'm hoping that's okay. I previously got this bend here, so I'm going to pop this part out and see what we can do to it. I unbolted it on this side, and it did. So now we got to figure out how to get this a little bit more straightened and how to reinforce it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. It just broke, so it's got a bit of a twist. Twists like that.
Broke.
Yeah, it broke right there in the middle.
Right there in the middle.
I gotta fix it.
And
So,
this part?
So I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that twist, but this spot has like other kinks in it. So I think the best thing I could do is just kind of weld it up and put a little bit of reinforcement there, and just hope it doesn't happen again. Alright, I stepped on it so it bent back, and now I've cleaned up the edges for welding. Alright, definitely not great welding, but it is probably functional.
And this not fixed.
It started to evaporate, so my welder was too high, but I couldn't get a low enough setting where it didn't. So I had to pile in the edges here. I'm gonna grind those off and clean it up and spray paint it. And then I think I'm just gonna throw in some bars like this. And because it covers up the bolt holes, I'm gonna have to make them bolted instead of welded, but that won't be a... Alright, I had this piece of bed frame laying around. Got it for like $5 at Goodwill or something. An entire bed frame, so this is some of the last of it. It's not great at welding, and it's pretty hard, like tool steel, so it can crack. So if you want to like cut a piece and bend it, it's not going to have, it's just going to break. It's almost like rebar, it just breaks when you bend it. But very rigid, and it's cheap. So for something like this, it's okay. It'll probably start cracking in the middle eventually, maybe. But I've extended, and this was stock. This is just bent like right here, so it's going to of course bend out. But it didn't really. They must have tempered it or something because it just straight up cracked. But we welded it back together, but it's still going to probably break again. So we put this, thing here. If we need more reinforcement, I'll put something like this here to stop it from really, bending. But I got these, I think they're 5/16 nuts and bolts laying around I had. And so just putting those in there. They have to be bolted in because otherwise it's going to block putting the screws in. But a nice, I don't know what you call it, spare bolts and stuff, and $5 bed frame, but a section of it, like, I don't know, 50 cents worth. A nice $2 fix if you have a welder and some bolts laying around and some metal bits, which I did. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up, paint everything black, because, this is kind of rusty and the top's totally bare. And then I'm going to throw it back on there and see how it goes. All right, it's all painted up. It's roasted in the sun to cure it, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back on there and take her out and give it a test. One benefit of this is now that this triangle is complete, we should be able to back up because this hitch pushing on these should transfer a lot of force to the back of it instead of trying to crimp this thing down in a Z position. That is to say, like this top and bottom trying to go like this. So it should be a little stronger. Should get reversed now. We might need to add some extra reinforcement up in this area where we just go in between these, but I think we're going to be okay with these. This bed steel is a pretty unbending, and it really should transfer all the load. And I think those little bolts are going to shear before anything bad happens, hopefully. And this weld, while crappy, is very thick, and I think it fused okay between everything since it was blowing everything up. That means it's probably fused in there real good. So hopefully it's strong, and these extra beams will work. Kind of makes you wonder, why didn't they just add extra beams stock? I mean, if it's just 2 pieces of angle iron, like Alright, I just did about 2 acres with it, and got no problems here. I was able to go backwards a lot, which is a big deal, because before I couldn't, because reviews said it would break almost instantly with that, and I backed up a lot, and that's really helpful because my yard's kind of hilly, and once I get enough crud in my tread, I can't go forward. I'd have to unload it or decouple it, but didn't have to do that. Could just go straight back. So I'm pretty happy with this repair. All from breaking it to getting it back on the tractor, minus paint drying time. We're talking about 4 holes and some metal and a little bit of bolts. I think it was about under an hour and a half. That's including like paint time and prep time, and drying time I gave it about 2 hours. So we broke around 11 o'clock, and here it is 5 o'clock, and we're already done cutting and aerating the whole yard. Yeah. So it's probably a lot easier to do if before it's breaks there and bends and you can't get it back perfect. So just get yourself some angle iron. I think it's about 5 feet worth. So get a 6 or 8 footer and throw it in there, and real easy fix there to